Hello all, Namaste. My name is Prince Aryan and I am from class 5. Today in this video I am going to teach you about divisibility rules, which is a kind of a trick that will help you to find if a number is divisible by a number, means a certain number, or not. So let's start our video. So guys, what is basically divisibility rule? Divisibility rule is a rule which will help you to find that if a number is divisible by a certain number. For example, I will take a small number, for example 48. So I have taken this number here 48, and you need to check that if this number is divisible by 2 or it is not. So how can we find it in just a snap? So in this video we are going to learn that. So this divisibility rules they are like a trick which will help you to find if a number is divisible by a number very quickly and fast. So over here this number you can see 48. So 48, can you just say me this number is divisible by 2 or it is not? So we can find it by just simple doing, we're just doing the simple division. We're going to do that. So 48 divided by 2, and if you're going to get the remainder as 0, then think that this number 48 is actually divisible by 2. Okay, if you do the normal division and your remainder comes 0, then you will understand that the whole number that you have, like I have 48, that is going to be divisible by the certain number given. So here, which is our certain number? 2 is our certain number given. So there are different kinds of rule in each and every number. So in this video I am going to teach you about 2 to 5, and in the next part of this divisibility rules I am going to teach you from 6 to 11. So let's start our main concept. So guys, let me first say you about the divisibility rule of 2. What is the divisibility rule of 2? So the divisibility rule of 2 is basically if you will find the number 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. If you are going to find these 5 numbers at the end of a certain number, like for example I have said, let's take the same example, 48. Is 48 divisible by 2? How are we going to find that? So simply what you need to do is, this number 48 has 8 at its units place. So that means it is the part of this group of numbers, and 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. The fifth number is 8, and this 8 comes in the number of 48 at the units place. Okay, remember, at the units place. So that's why this number 48 is completely divisible by the number 2. Okay, understood? So that means this number 48 is divisible by the number 2. Okay, so that was about the divisibility rule of 2. Now I am going to explain you about the divisibility rule of 3. What is the divisibility rule of 3? Guys, the divisibility rule of 3 is very simple. What you need to do, take any number, just add these two numbers. Means, for example, I will take 48 and add these two numbers, 4 plus 8, and what you get? 12. And is 12 divisible by 3? Well, 3 4s are 12. So that means 12 is divisible by 3. And if you are finding difficulty in also this small number 12, then you can just add also this one. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, and 3 is divisible by 3. So that means 48 is itself divisible by 3. You just check and divide. 3 divided by 48, and what answer do you get? Answer, you will get something like 12. But now just find out that if what is the remainder? Well, the remainder must be 0. Yes, because this number is divisible by 3. So now we have learned about 4. Next we are going to learn about the divisibility rule of 4. Let us learn the divisibility rule of 4. Okay. So the divisibility rule of 4 is that says that if the last 2 digits of any number is divisible by 4, then the whole number is going to be divisible by 4. How can we find that? Let's take an example. 4636. Oh, such a huge number. 4636. Okay, now take this number 4636 and you just say me, is this number divisible by 4 or it is not? So guys, I'm going to say the answer that this number is also divisible by 4 because now focus on the last 2 digits of this number. Last 2 digit is 36. 36. So is 36 divisible by 4? Yes, it is. 36 is divisible by 4 because 4 9s is 36 only. So that means the whole number, which is 4636, is itself divisible by 4. That's how easily you can find the answer with the help of divisibility rules and tricks. Okay, now let us focus on our last trick of the day, and which is divisibility rule for 5. What is the divisibility rule for 5? And if I'm going to say the answer, if I'm going to say the trick, it is going to be completely easy for you because the number 5 is itself an easy number. So let us learn the trick. The trick says that if any number, for example, I have the number 48 over here. If the number has 5 or 0 at the end or at the units place of the number, then the whole number is divisible by 5. Now I have taken the example of 48. Now you know 48 is not divisible by 5 because you will focus on the final or the last digit, which is 8. 8 is not the group from this one, which is 5 and 0. 5 and 0 must be there in the last or units place of the number to be divisible by the number 5. But in this number we have the number 8, which is not the part of this group, and that's why in the final or in the conclusion we can say that this number 48 is not divisible by the number 5. Okay, let us take another example. 50. 50. Now you say me, is this number divisible by 5 or it is not? Well guys, this number is divisible by 5 because at the units place you can see that this number has 0 and 0 is the part of this group, and that is why I'm saying that this number is divisible by 5. Okay, so we have learned all the tricks that we need for divisibility rules from 2 to 5, and I promise you guys that this trick is going to really help you in your other exams. Also, if you are trying to give any type of competitive exams, this trick is going to help you because this is known as the divisibility tricks. So I hope you like this video, and for such a more fun and amazing videos, be sure to subscribe my channel, like this video, and also comment your thoughts about this video in only. Bye all.